So, a couple videos ago, I said I would make a video about defense tactics and the metaphysical and how to defend yourself from mercilessness, lack of empathy, and hatred. And I also wanted to talk about how people have the ability to use their aura and their energy to manipulate their surroundings if they want. We all perceive things in the physical with our physical eyes, with our physical optic nerve and our retina and all of that. But when we die, all that energy that we've been creating and that's been magnetized to ourselves, I guess, our aura, releases from our body and it goes out and it goes away. It has nothing to hold on to anymore. But while we're alive, we have the ability to manipulate that aura and that energy. And it can be used to harm others or it can be used to love others. We decide. I personally decide to love others, but in a situation where people are intentionally harming you, they deserve to feel what they are dishing out towards you. So, I myself have been subjected to some of this disgusting, vile behavior. And you have to learn what the root cause of the attacker's issue is with you to understand how to disarm them. I don't know if you've ever watched Terminator 2, but there's a scene where the T-800 is put in the position where he's like on his stomach and can't move. And then the T-1000 takes this rod and shoves it through his stomach and tries to kill him and moves it around because that is where the battery cell is on him. So that is often what your attacker does. They will try to harm you with what would harm them. And that's one thing you need to do is just take notes, because they're giving away everything that to you that would kill them, essentially, when they're attacking you. Now you can give them a warning and tell them to stop and tell them to self-reflect and assess themselves. Or you can carefully plan your defense strategy and use everything on them that they used on you. And just be quiet about it. You don't even have to say anything. Just silently observe and take note of what they are trying to kill you with, because that is what's going to stop them in the long run. So, in the end of the movie, the T-1000 is shot right in the spot he tried to kill the T-800 with. because the T-800 had a backup cell, and he essentially gave away, what would kill him. So that's how you live life. If you want to make sure you're not going to be put out and killed by people that hate themselves slowly, then you've got to learn their poison. And that's essentially what it is. They're giving away the antidote to their poison, and they're giving you the mixture to theirs. Their actual poison, not the antidote. Because they wouldn't be dishing it out that way if they already had the antidote for it. And that's why self-love is important too, because you make your own antidote and you start to understand why people do what they do. If people are using their energy to sexually harass you or sexually assault you, then you've got to learn how to use psychology. Are people attracted to blood and gore and whatever? Typically not. So let's say somebody's trying to rape you. You can, with their energy, which they can, whether society wants to admit it or not, so they can keep the evil ass people that do it safe. No, they're not demons fucking you. They're not demons raping you. They are people with their minds using their energy to sexually assault you, and it is real, and I will admit that it's real, and I will look crazy, and I do not care. Everybody knows it. Nobody talks about it. But yes, people can use their minds to assault you. And it's unfortunate that I've had to spend a whole year figuring out ways to defend myself and teach others how to defend themselves. Why is it a thing in the first place? It's called a society that has placed the blame onto the victim and told them to be silent. And that's just the way it is. It's not. It's not just the way it is. It's not. You know how many people are suffering in silence over this shit? It's ridiculous. It's time to fucking stand up to it. It's time to put a stop to it. There's no need to suffer like that. There's no need to make people suffer like that. We need to push out more mental health and stop gaslighting people. Stop telling people that you can't telepathically communicate with one another. Stop telling people that you can't use your energy to assault each other. Stop acting like it isn't real. Stop having double conversations with each other. It's real. We've got technology to show it's real. It's not a paranormal movie anymore. It's not a ghost. It's a person. We've got the EVP shit to pick it up. We've got the technology to show people are using their energy and heat signatures to do shit. It's not a fucking demon. Stop saying it's a ghost show. It's ridiculous that I'm sitting here right now putting myself at risk of looking like a fucking crazy person and getting thrown into the fucking shoe or the loony bin talking about it. Well, there's a large portion, and the majority of them are women, that are being sexually assaulted and attacked by this lack of communication in society. We're just being told that it's not real. So just lay there and be assaulted. That's the way it is. And here I am, coming up with defense tactics to help people, and then I'm putting a video out there showing my face so they can turn around and say I'm just fucking crazy. I don't care anymore. It's ridiculous. Why are we at this point in society? Why are we here to where we can't, admit it? Because we'll have to change the laws. There's no more HIPAA. There's no more privacy acts. We can just get in someone's head and hear it. I mean, how do you regulate it? You can't stop a person from going into somebody's head and listening to things. But they've got laws to keep you from going into someone's phone and taking it. They've got laws to keep you from knowing the passwords to shit, but not for this. So I think, in my opinion, that, the government can do better. And I know they're working on it, but it's just, in my case and a lot of other women's case and minorities' cases, we're being almost fucking killed. Our souls are being murdered by these evil ass people that utilize this "it's not real" strategy. And it's disgusting. It's disgusting. And I got off topic a little bit, but there are defense strategies for this. You just use reverse psychology. If you can tell that the person is getting off to keeping you in fear because they are insecure and need to keep you in fear, then you know that at this point you can disassociate and act like they're making you happy by what they're doing. Just use just a simple understanding of reverse psychology. If they're raping you, you can turn your vagina into teeth. Or if you're a man and a woman's raping you, or a man's raping you, you can turn your penis into a sword. It's hard to get off to gore, like I said. And there's a lot of other different things you can do, like use their insecurities against them. But I'm telling you, just a simple understanding of psychology can really go a long way in defending yourself. And having a support system, having people around you that actually recognize it as real and aren't going to make you feel crazy for speaking up. All those gaslighting strategies for the most insecure people in the world to cause harm to you and not get in trouble for it, those days are about over. And that's what everyone's picking up on. It's the end of the world. It's the biblical time. No, it's the end of the world as we know it. It's the end of the world of oppression and gaslighting. What's so scary about that? We're finally going to be liberated and not have to worry about being cornered into fear and oppression anymore. It's the ones that are controlling people through fear who are scared now. And I think that's the biggest return to sender that you'll see. The ones that were using fear to control and harm people are now in fear. And I think that shit is hilarious. But this is my rant video. And this is, just a little bit of my knowledge that I can pass out to the public to help with assault and the evil shit that's done to people. As I have dealt with it myself, and yes, it's real. If you need someone to tell you it's real, I'll tell you it's real. It's just, at this point, there's too many people that are using it to benefit them in an evil way or whatever. I can't tell you how many times I've walked out into public just to go to Walmart and people spit at me. They just fucking spit at me. But they don't do it in the physical. because then I could call it out. They do it telepathically, so they spit at me. Or I'm with a woman and they say, I'll show you what you have, and they shove their fucking metaphysical dick in me. And it's ridiculous, you know, it's disgusting. We don't go around spitting at each other and raping people in the physical because there's laws for it. You know? Unfortunately, people don't have a moral code not to do it because they're doing it in the metaphysical where they wouldn't get caught. So, I just think that I'm going to be the one brave enough to say it. I'll look crazy. I don't care. You know, you go through so much abuse that you just stop caring. And it's not schizophrenia. You're not delusional. You're not losing your mind. You're not hearing voices. People are talking to you. You know, it's a known thing. Everyone knows it. They're just not saying it. So at this point, if I were to get thrown somewhere, it's because someone in authority is abusing their power and using more fear-mongering. So it is what it is, and I hope this video helps you. I love you.